those beautiful butterflies. It is Sunday, everything is happy, spring is coming and all of that great stuff. But today marks 2 weeks of having the same base on our map, but the base has been improving in the meantime. Last time, about 2 weeks ago, I reviewed this base, as in we went through the defensive log and see how well this base was going to be managing up. But that was still whenever this base was on a headquarter level 19. And over the last few, I think like about a week or so, we are finally on HQ level 20. And we got a new shock launcher because of that. We got ourselves a new boom cannon. We got a couple of new mines. So things are going to be a little bit different than before. And I actually wanted to take some time here after having this base for about a week now to actually take a look at the defensive log and show you guys whether or not this base is actually working or not. So that being said, let's actually get open to the activity log and let's actually see what's happening here. And we're going to be starting from the bottom over here. So defended, but nothing was dropped over here. Defended once again. This is, by the way, the same guy. Then over here we lost the attack. That was a legitimate loss, and he actually also lost quite a bit of his units there, but we just got swarmed over there. So yeah, that is definitely a win from his side. And then over here once again, majority of his warriors actually did get taken out, but I think he had, no, he didn't have something boosted up, it seems like. He was just really strong, so that was really nice from his side over there. Then over here we got swarmed once again. Tanks level 11, no casualties whatsoever. Home base defended, the warriors kind of retreated on there. Then we got taken down by the same warriors as we got retreated from. Once again we got 2 diamonds from that attack. And then this one, once again tanks. It seems that our base is doing pretty bad against tanks. And then over here, as you guys can see, we got scouted 13 times by 7 players. Got attacked 8 times and we lost 5 of the raids that we got raided for. So let's move on to the next day. Once again, tanks is my biggest weakness over here. You got some rifleman action ongoing over here as well. More tanks. This time around they're really high level. And on this particular day, we got scouted 17 times by 10 players. And only 3 of them were brave enough to actually attack us. So that already shows me like it does get attacked. And whenever it does get attacked, it probably gets taken down by the person who thinks it can beat the base. But it's not a whole lot of people. So out of that day, only 7 people attacked us. And the rest were like, you know, I'm not going to be dealing with those 2 shock launchers over there. So that is a very nice point to take into consideration as well. Then over here, this guy has boosted up his gunboat energy 104% and took me out just like that. This guy tanks once again. So it seems like there's a lot of people with just only tanks or riflemen and medics attacking us on the bases that we got over here. And on this one's actually pretty interesting. We can actually view this battle, and this is Grenadiers, medics and tanks. So how about we just actually take this one to the test and see how well this one's gonna be going. So as you guys can see, this is the HQ level 20. I was currently upgrading the armory, as you guys can see, and he goes for the boom cannon in the front there. Then we got some Grenadiers at the left side. It seems that they're gonna be attacking from the left side there. They are going to be healing up the Grenadier, so that's pretty nice from his side there. I think he's going with the Grenadier attack, where he's just going to be chill mode and then actually take out the base with the tanks. At least that's my expectation of this attack over here. So let's speed it up a little bit. As you guys can see, he's about to take down the rocket launcher. The sniper tower is already gone. The cannon is also gone, just like that. And he is doing enough damage to actually take out down both the boom cannon and the shock launcher over there. I'm kind of feeling it would have been a little bit better if I had the strong shock launcher, the level 5 one, on the position where the level 1 was. Because the level 1 shock launcher is obviously pretty easy to take out. And then he finally makes his way up to the other buildings over here. For example, the mortar over here gets taken out, the radar over there as well. Rocket launcher is finally gone. And then it's just a matter for him to take down the base. As you guys can see, the tanks finally pop in. And he just like has a lot of fun on my base and actually takes down the base just like that. It's nothing really interesting to be shown down there. I'm really curious if I really have to swap up these shock launchers, because if I have to, things might be a little bit different. But once again here as well, we got taken out by heavy riflemen and medics, and this is somewhat of an unusual strategy. As you guys can see, he did have everything boosted up. I think he at least had his gunboat energy boosted up, or just his statues. I don't know. Let's actually go ahead and just check what this guy is going to be all about. So we have a Chinese guy who's attacking us. He goes straight for this shock launch over here, and as you guys can see, the boom cannon over there also gets some damage. It's not really all that sturdy, so I might want to be changing that really. Does a barrage onto the rocket launch at the right side. Artillery, needs 2 artilleries to take it out, which he does. Then drops a barrage onto the other boom cannon as well, because obviously he wants his heavies not to be gone just like that. And I really feel I should be switching this shock launcher. My kind of feeling says that he does. Now, I'm really surprised as to why he's dropping everything a little bit more to the left side whenever he took out this rocket launcher over here and did some damage onto that boom cannon. But that might be because he wants to take out everything at the left side and then drop down everything with barrages or just artilleries onto this boom cannon for example. So as you guys can see, he does have a lot of damage, but that doesn't mean that he's actually losing. As a matter of fact, he's still in a very nice condition. If he drops his medkit, everything is almost up to perfect condition once again. And then the shock launcher pops in. We're really curious to see what's going to be happening now. Are his units going to be dying? I don't think they are. The shock launcher is posing a threat some way. And as you guys can see, shock launch actually does nice work here, I must say. It's keeping everything in position, but there's nothing really that can stop the unit. So he's making his way up to the back, drops the smoke. Group gets split into 2 sections right now. Make sure that his units don't get hit by the flamethrower. And then after that, it's just a matter of taking out the base like a boss. As you guys can see, nothing can really stop this guy anymore. And the Chinese guy takes the win here. And yeah, that is it for that attack. So very nice attack, very nicely executed. And his units are also pretty high level, just around my level-ish. So he did a great job there. So as you guys can see, this day, yesterday, kind of concluded with 11 scouts by 7 players. And of those 7 players, 4 only dared to attack and actually took me down. Which I still think is a nice score. Like, I used to be getting attacked like 10 times a day or something like that. So yeah, I think I did well in that regard. I still feel that the base isn't fully functional. So I think on Friday I'm gonna be giving you guys another base build episode. We got 3 more raids to take a look at. Let's actually go over them. The first one that I want to show you guys is this level 13 tanks with obviously boosted up gunboat energy. And I'm curious to know where he's going to be. My main concern right now is to see what they're going to be taking down. And it seems that the shock launcher really is a priority over here. And as you guys can see, he dropped 2 barrages to also take out the boom cannon as well. And then goes for the other stuff. And as you guys can see, with that gunboat energy that he has, he just took out everything just like that. So I don't think we even really need to look. He goes with a flawless victory right there. That is what 126% gunboat energy is going to be doing for you, even with tanks. So the next one is Warriors. Now this is pretty interesting. He also had everything boosted up. At least his gunboat energy for sure. Seems like an exact copy of myself. I'm curious to know how he went on ahead and take this thing out. Goes for the barrage just like I would do it. The boom cannon has a lot of damage, I must say. It really does. Okay, let's see how this is gonna be going. I think he's gonna be dropping an artillery onto the flamethrower. That might be just my imagination, but that will be the best tactic here. Because you wouldn't lose anything, you know. You wouldn't lose any energy when you do that. Or even on the shock launcher. I don't know. It doesn't even really matter. He made his way up to the base. Up to the HQ, I mean. And he's dropping the first medkit to kind of heal everything right now. And I'm curious to know what he's going to be shocking right now. 1 shock on the top, 1 at the bottom, 2 at the side. Pretty classic stuff right there. There's still 2 machine guns firing away, but there's nothing really that they can do. And my base got taken down just like that. So very nice attack from this Chinese guy over here. Over here once again, another Chinese guy is going with the tanks and the medics once again. This time around they're a little bit lower level, but still his gunboat energy is boosted up. So I'm really curious to know how he goes around taking out the base. So this time around, this guy's really funny. Because it's really nice to see what people are always aiming for, you know. That is the most interesting thing of a defensive log. That's what I think. All of the boom cannons are gone. With the exception of the low level one over there. But that one gets taken out just like that. So then there's only a shock launcher left. So I'm curious how this is gonna be going. Like, honestly. The shock launcher is still there. I mean, the shock launcher is still there. They actually, like, kind of holds off the tanks just like that. I think for the remainder of the week, I kind of made up my mind there. I'm gonna be swapping both shock launchers down there, because the level 5 shock launcher is just way more sturdy than before. And maybe we're in for a miracle where we actually get to like defeat some bases here and there. But yeah, it's my opinion is fairly certain right now. On Friday, upcoming Friday, I'm gonna be making a new base as always, and show you guys how that one's gonna be doing on Sunday. I think that's going to be a nice little thing. As you guys can see, nothing really can happen to this guy right now. Actually goes for the back where all of the good goodies were. I wish my trees would have grown there, because then he probably would have not located those. But you know, it doesn't really matter. He takes out my base like a boss. GG on this good guy. And then the last attack from another Chinese guy. Same story once again. It is again the same story. As a Dutch football coach would be saying. And as you guys can see, with one barrage, the shock launcher actually got wiped out. Both boom cannons also gone. That goes for the mini boom cannon over there. And then there's still boom cannon in the front, which also gets taken out just like that. His artilleries are pretty badass, and as you guys can see, he makes my way up to the HQ just like that. Drops even the artillery behind the statue over there, which was a pretty remarkable move, but something that I still like to see. Let's actually see how he does go ahead and does this. Just go ahead and does this. You know, seeing attacks like these makes me feel like I should be investing more in tanks and medics, because people think they're absolutely amazing. I honestly, just like my good friend Bantam, am pretty bad at tanks and medics. But that most likely is due to the fact that my tanks and medics are pretty low level, and I should probably level them up or something like that. But for now, I'm just like kind of focusing on the warrior still. I think I will actually go ahead and focus on the tanks and medics after this. But in overall, as you guys can see, he's taking on my base like a boss. Nothing needs to be said here. Very nice attacks from everybody who attacked me. And that is going to be it for this episode. We just saw how this base was miserably failing just like that. I am going to be swapping away this shock launcher with the other shock launchers for a little bit more health. Let's actually check. Yeah, a little bit more than 10,000, so that's pretty cool. And this one actually has like 5,000 less than this level 5 one, so I suppose that's a nice little upgrade. So yes, that's going to be concluding today's episode of Boom Beach. I hope that you guys enjoyed. There's going to be some pretty cool videos upcoming next week. I hope you guys are looking forward to it. Of course, we're gonna be back on Wednesday once again for your weekly Dr.Terror. We'll be back once again on Friday as well for another base. On Saturday, it's going to be Dr.Terror Volcano, and of course, next week we're gonna be finding how this base is gonna be doing that we're going to be building on Friday. And of course, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, we're just going to be throwing some episodes in between. Hope you guys are looking forward to that. So that being said, as always, make sure that if you guys like this video too, boom, give it a thumbs up. And this has been Reversal for Boom Beach. I'm gonna be signing off, and I'll see you guys in the next one.